Welcome to Daddy's Gallery. Today I will show you, drama and romance movie, Gemma Bovary. I want to let you know if this video contains spoilers ahead, I suggest you to watch the film in its entirely. Have a nice day and enjoy. The film begins with an old man named Martin making bread. Looks like Martin is continuing his late father's pastry shop. He is seen gardening in his house. Not long after, Martin saw a car driving to an empty house right in front of his house, which turned out to be a married couple who had just moved into the house. The man's name is Charlie, and his wife's name is Gemma. Then Martin became acquainted with them. The next day, Charlie and Gemma visited Martin's cake shop there. Charlie and Gemma bought some cakes. A few days later, Martin is shown walking. Meet Gemma, who seems to be walking alone. Martin invites Gemma to walk around the village so that she gets to know more about the area where she lives. They both have finished sightseeing around the village. Gemma said goodbye while waving at Martin, which made himself amazed by Gemma's beauty. In the evening, Charlie went to Martin's house and asked for help because the electricity in his house was broken. Finally, Martin finished repairing the electricity at Charlie's house. And as a thank you, Charlie invited Martin and his wife named Valerie to chat and spent night together at Charlie's house. When they were talking, Martin always saw the dreamy Gemma, and the atmosphere of harmony can be seen from them. When at home, Valerie was jealous because Martin had seen Gemma all the time. The next day, Gemma came to Martin's cake shop. Here, Martin takes her into the kitchen to teach her how to bake. When Gemma was kneading the cake dough, Martin looked exasperated when he saw Gemma stirring the cake. Now, Gemma meets an aerobics trainer named Wizzy. Wizzy invites Gemma to her gym. Seeing that Gemma's body still had a lot of fat, she suggested that Gemma start a diet program. Gemma took Wizzy's advice and started working out. One day, Gemma accidentally runs into Martin. He asks why she hasn't been to his cake shop lately. Gemma replied that she was following a diet program and started cutting out carbohydrates. She said goodbye and left Martin. There, she felt the sting of a bee on the back of her body. She screamed and asked Martin for help. Martin approached her and tried to help her.
Elle est morte. C'est une abeille.
Can you just get it out then? Sucez-moi.
When he was trying to get the bee out, suddenly a young man came who named Hervé, asked what happened. When Martin was explaining to Hervé, suddenly Gemma fainted on the spot. Martin and Hervé take Gemma to the hospital by car. At Gemma's house, Wizzy is meeting Gemma again, and she shows a photo of someone in a magazine. There, Gemma was a bit shocked because the photo that was shown by Wizzy was Gemma's ex named Patrick. Gemma suddenly remembered her past memories where Patrick left her and more choose another woman. Gemma was seen shopping at the market and Hervé accidentally saw and greeted her. They both chatted, and Gemma thanked for helping her yesterday. But from a distance Martin saw them chatting together. Martin saw that Gemma was very enthusiastic while talking to Hervé, not like when Gemma chatted with Charlie, her husband. The next day, when Gemma was shopping, there she met Hervé again. He invited Gemma to visit his house for having tea. Gemma just smiled hearing the invitation from Hervé. After that, Martin was seen driving a car and he passed Gemma's car. He immediately overtook Gemma to greet her, but apparently Gemma didn't see him because she was listening to music in a pretty loud voice. After a while, Martin saw Gemma's car turning towards Hervé's house. Martin suddenly stopped and became curious about what Gemma was doing. Arriving at Hervé's house, Gemma was immediately greeted by Hervé. Then he invited Gemma to walk around all corners of the house. Martin, who turned out to be following her from a distance, couldn't believe what he saw. That night while eating together, Martin saw a red mark on Gemma's neck and he became more and more overthinking. Since that day, Hervé and Gemma have become closer. They have sex whenever the opportunity arises. Gemma even invites Hervé to her house to have sex again when her husband is out of town. And accidentally Martin caught them both at her house. Short story, Gemma got a letter from Hervé which said goodbye. When she read the letter, her heart became very confused. She took the initiative to call Hervé. But he didn't pick up the phone. Then Gemma got a text message from Hervé which said if he had to go to Paris with his mother. Reading the text from Hervé, she immediately burst into tears because he left her. At night, Charlie looks emotional because he already knows the affair between Gemma and Hervé. Charlie is seen packing up his things and leaving her alone in the house. One day, Gemma visited Wizzy and how surprised when she saw Patrick. Elsewhere, Martin looks very shocked and can't believe he sees Gemma with another man he doesn't know. He also becomes more and more overthinking and assumes that Gemma is not a good woman. Gemma, who was at her house, tried to contact Charlie, but there was no answer at all. Gemma just sent a voice message and apologized for all the mistakes. She also said if she missed Charlie so much, and begged that Charlie immediately went home. In the morning, when Gemma was walking around the village, she met Martin and took Martin to her house for drinking tea. After arriving at her house, Martin was surprised to see all her belongings were neatly wrapped. Martin asked, "Where is she going?" She replies if she is going to reorganize her shattered life. The two of them had a long chat, and finally Martin was honest if the letter from Hervé she received yesterday was Martin's doing. So it wasn't Hervé who wrote the letter but him. This makes Gemma very angry with Martin and asks him to explain everything. Martin then said if he already knew about the affair between Gemma and Hervé. Martin said that Gemma's condition was very similar to the novel she was reading. So Martin did that to help Gemma not like the ending in the novel. Then Gemma explained that this is real life, not life like in a novel. She asks Martin to put those thoughts away and stop worrying about her personal life. The next day, Martin made Gemma's favorite cake, and only put it in front of the door. And that's where Patrick came to visit her too. There he asked Gemma to come back to him. Not long after, Charlie was seen, who had just come to his house to meet Gemma, and talk about yesterday's things in a nice way. But Charlie was very surprised after finding his wife lying dead. After an autopsy, it turned out that the cause of Gemma's death was because of herself, choked on the cake Martin had given to her.
No, Jimmy, that's... Okay. Relax. Okay, come on.
Hearing that, Martin looks very sorry. And movie ends. Don't forget subscribe, like, share and comment.